Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Hopefully you're having a nice start to your holiday. Hopefully you're actually able to enjoy it a little bit. Of course, maybe not outside as it is an absolute soaker out there, but if you're indoors at the very least, it may not be too bad for celebrating the day. A good day to stay indoors. But even if you are outside, it's so mild out there that it really is not feeling all that bad. So good morning, everybody. Of course, we're tracking our soaking rain that we're expecting to continue all through the day today. We're also tracking much nicer weather to arrive tomorrow, and that will continue through much of the rest of the week. So again, hopefully you're having a good morning and staying dry out there on this absolute soaker of a Monday. So here's a look at our radar this morning. You can see it's celebrating St. Patrick's Day. It's bright green because we've got lots and lots of rain coming down out there. All of central and southern Maine is very, very wet. I expect this to continue through much of the rest of the day. We'll see waves of rain moving on through. Good news is up in the mountains, the steadiest rain is over. There will still be some rain through the rest of the day, but most of the steadiest rain has moved on out up in the higher elevation. So that will be wrapping up here as we head later into the afternoon. But for the rest of us, I wouldn't expect the rain to really come to an end until tonight. We're going to continue to see this all through the day today. There may be some lulls here and there, but mostly very, very wet all through the day. Now, I want to bring up the fact that we've got an ice jam in Kingfield on the Carabasset River. In Kingfield there is flooding on Island Road. Nothing major is going on here when it comes to flooding, but there certainly could be some minor issues. In fact, we've got some great pictures coming in from the Somerset County Emergency Management Agency from this ice jam up near the Carabasset River and in Kingfield. And good morning, Joan. Hope you're doing well up in Lewiston and staying dry on this St. Patrick's Day. Definitely a soaker. In fact, good chance this is the wettest St. Patrick's Day on record in Maine, which I think is kind of cool, even though it doesn't make for the nicest weather for celebrating the holiday. But again, we're watching this ice jam that's been reported here in Carabasset Valley or on the Carabasset River. You can see a picture of it here from the Somerset County EMA. You can see the river ice is broken up, becoming those large, thick chunks, and that is what has caused the ice jam. I've heard that it's running up into the dam that's there along the Carabasset River, and that's why we're seeing this ice jam. The National Weather Service was saying that once the river flows increase as we get into the afternoon, that will likely flush out the ice jam and bring that risk to an end, at least on the Carabasset River. However, we still could see this on other rivers around the area. And we're also seeing some of that flooding again on Island Road. This is a road that tends to flood. It's not a major thoroughfare or anything. I don't think any homes or property are being affected by this. But again, it's just something to keep in mind. If you live on a rural road, maybe that's next to a swamp or something, you may see something like this where the water comes up and covers the road. So just take it easy out there today. Again, this is not a major event when it comes to flooding, but there certainly could be some minor issues when it comes to the flood potential. And yeah, happy Green Day, Connie. Love the rain. Yeah, I can't say I'm a hater of it either. I kind of like it. It's very mild and really not too bad out there as long as you dress appropriately for it with the rain coming down. So let's talk about what we're expecting through the rest of our St. Patrick's Day. A flood watch is in place for central Maine, places like Augusta through Lewiston, down through the Lakes region, up through Waterville as well, also over into the Oxford Hills, Paris, up through Madison, Skowhegan. All those spots do have that flood watch, and anywhere in that zone, even outside of that zone, we could see some ponding on the roads. Again, this is not for anything major, thankfully. So just some minor river and stream flooding. By the end of the day, rivers and streams will likely be at bank full, but probably not overflowing in most spots unless you're right along the Swift River or the Saco River near Freiburg or North Conway, or the Swift River at Roxbury. That's where we will see some minor flooding. But these rivers will flood if you sneeze at them. I mean, these rivers tend to rise very quickly. They respond very fast to the rainfall, and this won't be impacting property. Even if we do see that minor flooding, which is expected, it will only be flooding into fields and that sort of thing. So again, I'm not expecting major issues with that, but definitely use caution if you're going to be along these fast-flowing rivers. They're likely probably pretty full of ice chunks as well. Klein, checking in from Carabasset. Perfect timing. We were just talking about you up there with the ice jam that's been reported in Kingfield. Is the rain going to come back and be heavy anytime soon? No, Klein. It may come back and be briefly steady for a time, but the steadiest rain is mostly done up in the mountains. You guys were only ever expected to be getting a half inch or so of rainfall. It looks like that is how things are playing out. So good news up in Carabasset Valley at the very least. The steadiest rain has already come to an end there. But again, it's not 100% done. It's just mostly done as we head into the afternoon. So here's what we can expect for today. Yeah, temperatures remaining around 50. That rain is steady all day. It does lighten up as we get into the evening, and notice those temperatures very, very mild and comfortable, remaining steady right around 50 degrees all day long. And again, that rain will continue to fall. It's not an especially heavy rain. That's part of the reason why there's not a major risk of any flooding, but it is steady. So we will continue to watch those rivers as they rise into the afternoon. Let's talk about the timing here. Again, the steadiest rain, especially up in the mountains, has already wrapped up. We'll certainly see some showers, some wet weather, but notice the afternoon. The activity becomes more scattered. If it's not coming down steadily, it will likely be misty, drizzly, just damp conditions through the rest of the day. But the heavier rain that we had earlier in the morning, that has begun to move on out. As we get into tonight, we have the rain wrapping up finally, likely after midnight for some of us. So takes a while to get out of here. But by the time we head into Tuesday morning, we will be starting to clear things out. And Tuesday afternoon should be very nice. The sun should return. Highs will be in the 50s for many of us. So looks much nicer out there for tomorrow. We will finally be drying out. And Klein's got a report about that ice jam up in Kingfield. We were talking about it earlier. It is extensive, as you can see the picture. So hopefully no major issues with that. But again, we are continuing to monitor the potential for more of those ice jam flood potentials as we head through the afternoon. Now, as we get into Wednesday, beyond a nice day tomorrow, another beautiful day is expected. Should be a gorgeous sunny day on Wednesday. Highs in the 50s inland, 40s at the coast. Our good old friend, the sea breeze kicking in, and the ocean, of course, 39 degrees. So we will definitely be cooler along the coastline, but it will still be beautiful out there on Wednesday with sunny skies. Great weather for getting outdoors. So while we're paying the price today, we do get some really nice weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's talk about what's coming later this week. Who's excited for this? Spring begins on Thursday. Yay, 5:01 a.m. That's when we have the official equinox, where the day, of course, is exactly equal to the night length, 12 hours for the daytime, 12 hours for the nighttime. And yeah, beginning on Thursday. Who can believe that? I'm so excited for it, even though I'm loving the snow and I love the winter, but I'm excited for this. And you know what, Mary? I have noticed this as well. Her grass is growing. Spring birds are there in Cumberland. I've noticed the return of a lot of the birds. I've also noticed some patches of green starting to show up with the grass. I've also noticed the witch hazel. I don't know if you've noticed this, Mary, but witch hazel, even in downtown Portland, has been starting to bloom. It's nice to see some pops of color looking out my window now in Portland. So yeah, we're getting there. We know it's a slow process though, and it will take some work to truly get out of winter's full grasp. Winter has definitely loosened its grip quite a bit, but I can't rule out, yes, some more snow. I know many of you probably not happy to hear this, but there is the chance that we see some wintry weather this week. Thursday night into Friday, our next storm is going to be developing and then moving on in. It's going to start as rain Thursday night, switching to snow as we head into the day on Friday. Temperatures will be getting colder as this happens, and everybody at this point has the chance to at least get some minor accumulations, but this may end up being a case where it's just the mountains that see snowfall, but the best accumulation chances are certainly there. But almost all models show some sort of accumulation all the way down to the coastline. So this is going to be something to watch here as we head through this week. Do we pull out one little snow event here before the week is out? It is very possible. So stay tuned. We'll be tracking this closely as we head later into this week. If we were to get snow out of this, I would not be expecting a half foot or anything like that. Maybe an inch or two is how it's kind of looking right now. So again, we'll continue to monitor. Still have several days to track that system, but models have been showing that trend for a few days now. So we are closely keeping an eye on that flood potential. So let's get a look at our 7-day forecast. We are, of course, celebrating St. Patrick's Day today with the wet weather, and we're bringing spring in on Thursday. Tomorrow and Wednesday are beautiful. Clouds on Tuesday morning give way to sunshine for the afternoon. It will be very mild, right around 50 degrees. Wednesday, also very mild in the upper 40s at the coast. It will be in the 50s inland. The first day of spring, kind of conversely here, is a little cooler, back in the 40s, and it's overcast out ahead of some rain and potentially that snow that's going to be arriving late Thursday night into Friday. You can see Friday, we do have that chance of rain and snow. That 41 is probably in the morning. Temperatures will drop into the afternoon down to near the freezing mark. as we change over to snow. That's how it's looking right now. Again, still several days away. There definitely will be at least some tweaks to that forecast, but it looks like rain in the morning, snow by the afternoon. And then beyond that, even if we do get an inch or two of snow, it is all gone on Saturday. Notice we are right around 50 degrees, pretty mild on Sunday as well, although Sunday's forecast is a bit iffy. It could either end up being very mild or on the chilly side. So I went with the middle here, right around 50, and we may be stuck in the 30s. So we may be close to 60. So quite the range on the models for Sunday. So we'll continue to monitor that potential. Inland areas, even warmer. Look at Wednesday. That's the pick of the week. Mid 50s, sunny skies. It should be an absolutely beautiful day. Thursday is not the prettiest day, but it's not a bad one. Mid 40s. It's the first day of spring, of course. And then watching that snow potential for Friday. Again, too early to know what exactly that will bring us, but inland areas definitely have a better chance of seeing some accumulations with this on Friday. At least that's the way it's looking right now. So we're closely watching this. Again, it's not a major storm. It doesn't look like a blizzard or anything like that. But again, it's been a minute since we've seen some snow. So definitely giving you the heads up on that. And again, once that wraps up, we will be warming up for the weekend, so any snow would probably be quickly melting. And Connor's asking, any snow amounts for Maine for Friday yet? A little too early for that, Connor. Again, all I can say is that the best chance of even seeing accumulation, period, is going to be up in the mountains, but there's at least a decent chance for everybody else to maybe get some snow. I don't want to guess at amounts here, but it doesn't look super significant. Probably would be on the couple inches range here. Whether that's 2 to 4 inches or just a coating to an inch remains to be seen. So we'll continue to watch this for late this week. Again, that's our next chance of rain or snow after today's very soaking wet St. Patrick's Day. Again, we're going to continue to monitor as well. Do we break the record and officially get the wettest St. Patrick's Day in Maine? I think we're going to do it today. Yeah, it's not just wet. It is record wet out there for the date, March 17th. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Stay nice and cozy indoors, or at least stay dry if you're going to be outside. And we've got much better weather on the way for tomorrow and Wednesday. And spring is so close, you guys, just 3 days away. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll keep you posted, of course, on any flooding issues today and on the chance for some snow potentially later this week. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air,